And that attitude is the difference maker. And a lot of times as we go through life and, if we have a better attitude than somebody else, if we put our all into the different jobs that we do, that's part of our attitude, right? And that's going to make the difference. We need to let go of certain things in order to go forward towards other things. If we're happy, say, with what's good and don't go towards what's best, we could get stagnant there, and we could get complacent, and we could, stop growing as a person, stop going towards our goals. And eventually, you know what? You're going to live with regret, and that's something you definitely don't want to do. Hello, this is Lorraine, and welcome to Healthy Living, Spirit, Soul, and Body. So here we are in New Jersey, and it is almost the middle of the year, and June is almost over. The days are getting longer and warmer, and I'm happy about that. But I just thought it would be a good idea, because it's almost the middle of the year, to kind of talk about halftime adjustments and things that you can do around this time of year just to evaluate where you are. Are you going in the direction that you want, or are you just busy? You can be busy, but be on a hamster wheel, and you definitely don't want that. You want to make each day count. You want to get the right mindset to bring you to success. So that's what we're going to talk about. Different mindsets that you need to have in order to walk towards your goals, in order to be the best that you can be, okay? So here we go. Let's talk about keys to success. So let's talk about success. I was watching this really good video by Eric Carmichael, and what it was different clips of John Maxwell talking about keys to success. And it was terrific. I mean, it really, really inspired me. So I just want to share some of those things that were on the video with you to inspire you, okay? And to get you out of the rut. Make this year count. Make it so that at the end of the year, you can look back and say, wow, I have really grown, I have really changed, and just to feel a personal satisfaction, right? So we can be busy, but we could still be on a hamster wheel. So let's move with purpose towards the rest of this year, and to really think things out, and to be proactive, and to reach our potential. So the first key to success is valuing today. And one of the things that John Maxwell always says is that success is a daily thing. To value each day rather than a destination, because each day is a stepping stone to bring you to where you want to go. So he says that you make the decision to go for your dream, but each day you have to manage that decision and do things that will put you towards your dream. So you have a dream, you have a destination, you have goals for the end of the year, but each day you have to manage your day, and you have to see, all right, when I make decisions for my day, when I figure out what my tasks are, is it putting me towards my goals or away from my goals? And it's important, because if you don't manage your day, somebody else is going to manage it, right? And that way you're going to make every day count. You're not going to waste your days being busy. The next key is attitude is the difference maker. And I thought this was very profound. You can have two people that have exactly the same skills, and they go for a job interview, but the person that has the better attitude, the person that is positive, their attitude is better, and that attitude is the difference maker. And a lot of times as we go through life, and if we have a better attitude than somebody else, if we put our all into the different jobs that we do, that's part of our attitude, right? And that's going to make the great attitude will cause you to stick out from the pack. A lot of times skills take a long time. However, I can change my attitude in a moment. So see how easy that is. And really, it's a matter of, say you're in a rut, and you start thinking, and you start reflecting, and you start realizing, you know what, my attitude is not very good. I'm being critical of my employer. I'm not getting along well with my coworkers, all these different things. And it has to do with an attitude. So that's something that you can change in a moment. That's something you can say, you know what, I got to stop this. This is not good for me. And I have to be my best on the job because I'm going to reap what I sow. The next success key is to make trade-offs. And this is something that John Maxwell talks about a lot, but it's very profound. As you're walking in your life and as you're going toward your goals, each level that you go to, you're going to have to make a trade-off. You're going to have to give up what's good in order to go what's best. And sometimes that takes a lot of insight. Sometimes it takes risk, okay? You have to let go of what's behind you in order to go forward, okay? And it's the same way in life. We need to let go of certain things in order to go forward towards other things. If we're happy, say, with what's good and don't go towards what's best, we could get stagnant there, and we could get complacent, and we could, stop growing as a person, stop going towards our goals, and eventually, you know what? You're going to live with regret, and that's something you definitely don't want to do. So you need to go forward, and you need to be willing to get rid of what's good in order to go for what's best. The next key is you want to add value to people. So in life, really, success is adding value to people. Your purpose, God put you on this earth to make a difference and to help people and to add value to people. And here's the thing. You can't really add value to people till you value people, okay? So a lot of this is a change in your mindset, right? You have to start really seeing the value in people so that you can add value to people. Also, in order to add value to people, you have to be adding value to yourself so that you can have something to give. And I know in my own life that's important to me. That's why I always make sure that I'm always learning, I'm always reading. When I read something, say a Facebook post or whatever, it's always in my heart to share it. But we should all endeavor to share the things that we learn. Everything, every talent that we have, everything that God has given us is for other people. The next key is to ask more questions. And this goes back to really always learning, okay? If we're asking questions, then we're always finding out new things, new information. And we want to do that so that we can share that information with others. You're going to always have something to give if you're always asking questions. If you're growing, you're going to be better able to help someone else grow. Another key is now is the time. And this is a really good key. Because it talks about not putting things off to the future, because the future may never come, right? Sometimes we settle, kind of like the law of the trade-off. We settle and we don't want to go any further because it's comfortable where we are. And that can be a dangerous thing, because we should always, when the opportunity is there, we need to take it. The opportunity may never come again. That's why it's so important to realize that you can't procrastinate. You can't think that I'll do that tomorrow. You have to take the opportunity and do it today. The next key is to connect and communicate. And this is talking about people connections. Again, you can't be a lone wolf. That's not going to help you. You need to connect with people for all kinds of reasons. First of all, you connect with people so that you can help them, but you need to connect with people because there's people that can help you. And as I mentioned, we all need to have an attitude of a student, and we have to be learning from other people. And if we're not connecting with them, then we're really not going to be learning from them. The last one, which is kind of what I've been hinting at through this whole video, is find your purpose, okay? really, when you find your purpose, think about it, you're going to be a whole lot more focused. When you find your purpose, you're going to know what you want. You'll be able to make decisions that line up with that purpose. You'll be able to not be swayed if somebody asks you to do something that maybe throws you off course. You're going to say no because you're focused on your purpose. And that's a powerful thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. I hope it gives you some food for thought and helps you kind of evaluate where you're at so far this year and really live towards your purpose and your potential, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe and like and share it. Again, this is Healthy Living Spirit, Soul, and Body. And what we've been talking about really is our soul, our mind, will, and emotions, getting that in line and being focused on going in the right direction. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy this week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.